morning, Rockland, and happy Friday.
Today's Friday the 20th, a Blue Flex Day.
A lot has happened this week. We had the Honor Society, Dance One Showcase, St. Patrick's Day, and an FCA speech from Tyler Mabry.
All great events. Are you glad it's heating up again?
Yes, 94 days left until summer.
Today's weather is going to be a high of 89 degrees.
And here's your announcements. Attention those interested in performing for the Multicultural Talent Show. Last week's QR code faced technical difficulties, so please email Elisa Flores for the correct link.
This year's Sadie's theme is Disney Channel. Sadie's is the week we return from spring break with dress-up days, ASB elections, a rally, and the dance. Stay tuned for more details.
Hey seniors, are you going to senior ball? Pick up your permission slips and guest passes in the student store. Tickets will start selling during the last block on March 23rd, and they will continue to be sold on the 24th and 25th during break, flex, and lunch. Make sure you watch the video Thompson sent through Rewind.
Here's This Week in Sports.
What's up, sports fans? I'm Brooke.
And I'm Lily.
And this is your Week in Sports. Starting off with boys lacrosse, they had a pretty challenging week. They started Saturday against West Park, losing 10-5. Then they faced Granite Bay Tuesday and fell 16-5.
They played Davis on Thursday and lost 12-5, but will also be back in action Tuesday against Whitney.
With girls lacrosse, they had a tough stretch this week. They faced Granite Bay on Tuesday and fell 19-3, and they had a closer matchup Wednesday against Christian Butters, but came short at 12. I was able to go to that game, and it was super exciting to watch.
Yeah, and they wrapped up the week Thursday against Davis with an 11-3 loss. They'll look to bounce back next Tuesday when they take on Whitney.
Moving to track and field, they had a meet this Wednesday and overall performed really well across the board.
And they've got a big weekend ahead, competing Friday and Saturday at the Dublin Distance Meet, plus the Lancer Invite on Saturday. Here's a look back on that.
Baseball had a competitive week, but couldn't quite come out with the win. They lost to McClathy 8-5 on Saturday.
And they dropped 3 straight to Granite Bay 8-5 on Monday and 2 close 3-2 games on Tuesday and Thursday.
They'll try to turn things around next week with games Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday against Del Oro.
Softball, on the other hand, had a dominant week. They shut out Folsom 10-0 on Friday.
They followed that with a 3-0 win over Davis on Monday, and they beat Oak Ridge 9-1 last night.
They're staying hot and play Granite Bay today.
Boys tennis faced some tough competition, losing 8-1 to Granite Bay on Tuesday and 7-1 to Davis on Thursday.
They'll be back on the courts Tuesday against Whitney.
Swim and boys golf don't have any updates this week, but we'll keep you posted.
Beach volleyball picked up a nice win Wednesday, sweeping Wood Creek 3-0.
And they've got matchups today against Oak Ridge and St. Mary's.
Boys volleyball had a mixed week, losing 2-1 to SRVHS on Saturday.
But they bounced back with wins over Oak Ridge 2-1 and Nevada Union 2-0.
They fell to Granite Bay 3-0 on Monday. They responded again with a strong 3-0 win over Davis on Wednesday.
And finally, Sutton is in action today at Oak Ridge, taking on Oak Ridge. And that's it for This Week in Sports. See you next week, Rockland.
And here's the Dance One Showcase promo video.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things
Come out and support our dance class, shows tonight and Saturday night.
Here's a Recyclye PSA made by Audrey.
It's common knowledge that most of our trash finds its way into our oceans, our most vital and vast ecosystem. But due to intense efforts to cut down on municipal waste, the earth is healing. Nevertheless, we need consistency. We all need to continue doing our part in keeping our earth clean. And if you think that it's not affecting you, think again. On average, the human brain contains more than a credit card's worth of microplastics. So, it is not just about protecting our wildlife, it's about preserving our human race, our humanity. So it is important now more than ever to cut down on single-use plastics whenever you can and recycle. If you want to learn more about ways to take care of our earth, join RRR Club in V44.
And that's it for this week.
Have a good weekend.